Our man in Hollywood, Jim Brown, was here in New York recently on the set of a new movie called Moonstruck. And this morning, in the first of two interviews with Moonstruck's co-stars, Jim talks with Cher.
It was back in 1967 that New York's Lincoln Center was first used by cameras as background to a movie. The film was The Producers, starring Zero Mostel and Gene Wilder. Over the years, many other films found the center as an appropriate setting. Now, the plaza and its fountain, which 20 years ago silhouetted Zero Mostel, is background to Cher and Nicolas Cage for a new contemporary romantic comedy titled Moonstruck.
113, take one. Buster! Background action! Background action!
Directed by Norman Jewison, the cast and crew of Moonstruck spent a recent cold night filming a scene at the center, which shows Cher arriving to meet Cage and to be introduced to the world of opera. Cher, who recently finished a film opposite Jack Nicholson titled The Witches of Eastwick, says that comedy is hard, that dramatic films like Mask, for which she received much critical acclaim, come a lot easier.
I find it a lot more difficult to do something like this than to do something like Mask. Mask for me was very, very easy. I was absolutely focused on what I needed, and it was real easy. I find it much more difficult to do comedy. I mean, comedy is so much harder than drama. It's unbelievable.
But comedy is not something that's foreign to you.
No, it's just hard to be funny sometimes. You know, you get like great ideas, and then in take 5 you don't know where it went, you know. Or comedy, part of comedy I think too is spontaneity. So you try different things, and I just think it's more difficult. It's harder to do it. I said doing this movie with Norman is like in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which I never really saw, but I've seen that part where they jump over the cliff and one of them can't swim. That's the way I feel. I feel like I'm the one that can't swim, and that I just said with Norman, you know, how did I let you talk me into this, and now let's jump. You know, that's what we did, kind of.